What is this show? Remember when we were talking about WWDC? Remember how fun that was? Yeah. That was great. That's what people watch podcasts for.
This is horrible.
This is terrible. It's terrible.
Okay. This has been months coming. This is big.
They're used and washed.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. Final answer. Welcome to Recycle Bin, episode 30.
This is very tame and odd.
Well, I had to throw you off.
What if we did it like this every time?
I think that's an ASMR podcast.
Do you want to be
Nope.
ASMR?
Welcome to Recycle Bin, the show where the points are made up and something.
Where the jokes are made up and the points don't matter.
There we go.
That's it.
Today, we are going to be talking about WWDC.
10 Recycle Bin points if you guess the reference.
Oh, that's real. Wow.
I'm giving out points now because
Okay.
they don't matter.
That's cool. We have a fun activity. And
Do we?
we are, for those that know, we are going to be getting some closure on the sock situation.
Okay.
Set up months ago at this point.
Closure.
For some of us will be challenged on our
Okay.
ability to differentiate between socks.
Well,
We'll explain further.
Okay.
Oh, nice. My alerts went off. And, of course, other weird stuff, including voicemails from you, the listener, the viewer.
That's you. Number on the screen. You should call it.
404-919-5530. Give us your goods, but not like in a robbery sense, but like in a show us what you got sense.
You can rob the fellow listeners of their time.
Yeah.
Leave a nice voicemail with a nice question. Can be a mean question, whatever kind of question, and we'll answer it on the show. Maybe if it's good.
That's true.
How many do we have today?
We have a few. Keep it to about 30 to 45 seconds if you can, please. Okay.
30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. From last episode, we talked a lot about Android, so we received a lot of great Android voicemails.
Oh, good.
Can't, unfortunately, play them all. Most of them were just tips on how to make your Samsung phone less Samsungy and more better.
Okay, can I say something?
Oh,
to them?
go. Sure.
There they are. I am me.
You can say whatever it's kind of our podcast.
Okay,
together.
this is what I want to say. I want to
Okay.
say that if there's a subject that we talk about on the show and you're like, wow, I want to respond to them, don't call the voicemails. Then you call and leave us a voicemail to be on the show. If you have a tip or feedback, you can go to youtube.com/recyclebin podcast. I don't know. The link is down in the show notes. That's the YouTube channel.
Wow.
Leave a comment under the YouTube video. Don't put YouTube comments in our voicemails.
Oh, you can if you want. I don't really
You know
care.
what? You know what you can do? You can text it. We definitely look at the text messages.
Don't do that.
We
actually.
definitely look.
Don't do that one. You cannot text that number. Don't actually do it. All right. So
Okay.
It is currently May 14th. This is a Wednesday.
It's creeping in.
Yeah. Funny story. Man, we are just struggling to get onto a proper official schedule, aren't we?
Yeah, wait. Why do we acknowledge it every time?
Because it's annoying to me. I can't imagine how annoying it
We
is to the
just
viewers.
pretend like it's all fine and there's no issues.
Yeah. How's that worked for you in the past?
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
But yeah, we're working on it. But not today.
Okay.
So anyway, it's May 14th. WWDC is encroaching.
It is encroaching. I can feel it crouching.
Yeah. And
inwards.
June is kind of one of the biggest months of the year for us. Generally speaking, every
one
year.
of the biggest months for Apple and Apple fans.
Oh,
and,
wow. Who fucking cares about them?
Oh, who
It's
cares
about
about
us.
Apple or the fans? Just us.
Yeah, just us.
Okay, just okay.
Only us.
I like it.
We
Okay,
the ones.
That's fine.
Got to be honest. I don't really even know what is coming out.
You know more than most people. What are you talking about?
Maybe I just haven't...
iOS 9, same thing every year.
Yeah.
iOS,
Yeah.
macOS, iPadOS.
Yeah.
And we know those.
That's true.
Okay.
I just haven't devoted much thought to WWDC this year. I think it's because we've been so busy with the leaks.
Do you think also we don't care?
I just think we're at a busy point of our lives.
It seems like every year I care a little bit less, and I wonder if there's going to be a year where I don't care at all.
No, I don't know. I mean, I do care, but I think it's just because WWDC is always, like you said, it is the same thing. They keep it. They play it close to their chest. I mean, Apple always plays close to the chest, but
I think
these
my
events.
biggest issue with WWDC is that Apple is hurting my good faith with them. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
You mean in just due to like the lack of quality control? Is that what you're referring to?
Well, okay. Let's back up a couple years. WWDC 2023. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2023. Vision Pro is announced. Vision Pro doesn't go anywhere or do anything until the following February, and then still flops. Then last year's WWDC, the year following the Apple Vision Pro debacle, Apple Intelligence, that is still not all out, and they've come out and said, actually, it'll be out sometime. We don't have a date anymore.
Yeah.
They're getting sued.
You just did yeah, you're right. This is a class action. You just did a great job of actually fully summing up how I felt. I didn't realize that's exactly how I feel.
Well, it's like,
I think that's why.
Does anything they say matter? The last 2 years, they said a bunch of stuff that literally did not matter and did not come to fruition.
Yeah, I wonder if the last couple years is going to give them any amount of cold feet when it comes to, okay, iOS 19 should be a fairly comprehensive update. Lots of new visual goodies and all sorts of stuff, right?
Yeah, biggest redesign since iOS 7.
So I wonder now, based on literally what you just mentioned, both things, Vision Pro and Apple Intelligence, if they are going to be like, no, let's wait.
What if they're like, iOS 19 full redesign happening? This will be available in iOS 20.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, that could happen. Like,
I think that's going to be I think that I think it's concrete now. I think we are getting the redesign. Anything more than that, that's where I would expect things to be like, oh, later this year or later, in September. Launches with it in September, and all the betas will miss all the cool new features, whatever those are.
All those beta cucks.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like, oh, when you plug your phone in, it's going to pull up an iPad on your monitor like Samsung DeX.
Yeah.
And there's also a thing where it's like, when you plug your iPad in, you go have macOS. There's a bunch of bullshit, and I have not heard any of that happening.
That's every year we get the conceptual bullshit of like wish lists and like...
Yeah, but these are like... This is, in the news outlets, and people are, not only do they come up in people reporting and it goes out as a normal news story, but also in the follow-up articles where it's like, here's what to expect with macOS, or here's what we know. That's always included in the list. And it's horrible.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. It's funny. I was just going to say, it's weird to live in a timeline where we're like really kind of wishy-washy with Apple right now.
Yeah.
It's like, you're right. They have eroded a level of trust.
They've eroded the luxury.
And like the good faith that kind of a lot of people have had. Mm-hmm. And just for fun, I recently bought an iPhone 5C off of eBay. And not the greatest phone.
It's literally plastic.
Yeah. Like
unapologetically plastic.
Yeah. But I really like it, and it's got an old version of iOS on it. I think it's iOS 10.
For some reason,
it's weird seeing an iPhone 5C with the Apple Watch icon.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, it feels like more premium. Somehow.
There's
no frame skips.
There is something here that is
It feels smoother somehow.
Yeah. It's kind of trippy. I just wanted it. Like,
having it in one hand is probably lovely.
It's so comfy.
Yeah, it is very comfy.
That's how phones should be. I'm a small phone enjoyer.
Steve was right. And the home button.
But yeah, it's just like, if you wanted to know, you could go on to eBay or wherever, and they're like $35. You could just pick up an iPhone 5C if you're interested. I'm not selling them, but somebody's selling them.
Sell this one?
No, I like it.
Why does it feel so smooth?
It has like zero bloat.
Yeah, I guess
it doesn't have any.
I'm trying to find the version of iOS, but it's not showing me.
It's in there. It's in the settings general about. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
It says 10 point whatever.
Oh, 10.3, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if on modern iOS and iPhone and just in general, there has to be a layer of spaghetti code. Have you heard that term before?
What? Oh, dude, I forgot to eat all morning, and I am like ravenously hungry.
So I mentioned spaghetti,
and
you're
that
off to the races.
sounds incredible.
I had spaghetti last night.
But what happens to the code that makes it spaghetti?
Okay, so I can only speak on this from the position of like when it comes to games. Really, I've only seen it in games that I've played.
Okay.
Specifically older games that have been built upon for years.
Yes.
World of Warcraft is known to have tons of spaghetti code, and essentially what that means, on a general level, like this is layman terms, the basis that the game is built on, code that was written 10 years ago, longer maybe, has been built on, stacked on, and things, like you can't change a lot of older aspects of builds or software,
then it starts
unraveling other bits, and it's like, so I wouldn't be surprised if they probably don't go back through and like completely rewrite iOS,
should.
right?
They should.
Like
they literally should.
That's that's why I feel like when things get added in half-baked, like Apple Intelligence, I'm sure there's actual truth to this, but that's why it feels so precarious, because it's like, you're just like, you're spinning plates. You're stacking stuff and hoping it doesn't all come crashing
also when
down.
they announced it, the teams that do the actual coding didn't know that it was happening.
That's true. And everything
they just announced it upon them.
Yeah. Things are so segmented. I don't know. Yeah. But that could be part of it.
Tim, in an earnings call last week or the week before, spoke on it, because it's to a point where he has to address it. And he said that it's coming at a later date and it just doesn't meet their high standards yet. If it doesn't meet your high standards, a week ago, where the fuck was it when you announced it?
That's a really good question.
Where was it where you're like, yep, we can announce it?
No, that's fair. Yeah, I agree.
How can you saying things like it doesn't meet Apple's high quality standards works if it's not a year later?
Yeah, well, you've already pushed it out to the masses, and everybody is like, you have a fucking lawsuit.
Yeah, before WWDC happened last year, and they announced Apple Intelligence, they were getting questions about AI, and they were like, just wait and see.
We got something big for you.
That's when Tim should say something. If Tim's getting interviewed before anything has ever been announced, and they're like, "Hey, other companies are doing generative AI. What about you guys?" Then you say, "We're working on stuff, but it just doesn't meet our high quality standards."
Yeah, you can't say that after. Right?
You're saying the thing that you built doesn't meet your own standards.
Yeah. Well, not even the thing you've built. It's the thing you've built, released half-assed, promised, put in advertisements, it working flawlessly. Yeah. And then you go, not too happy with that. Like, obviously.
So yeah, it's like, I'm excited for WWDC, but when I looked at an Apple logo, I'm not saying like, you get this warm, fuzzy feeling because you're an Apple user and that's a premium luxurious
I get it
logo.
From this one.
I know. When you look at the Apple logo, I used to be like, yeah, that's the best company.
Yeah.
And I buy their stuff. But now when I see it, it just looks like a Samsung logo.
It's just another
or a Google logo.
Thing.
Yeah, it's just another one. And I just happen to have put years of my life into this one, so I am here now.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. No, I have been playing with this 5C, and I'm definitely like, damn, we had it really good. Like even this screen. Solid.
It's very nice. It's not on when you turn it around to me. But it's very nice.
This what was the name of this? Oh my god.
That's a Retina display.
No, I'm sorry. This particular over here.
Oh.
I forgot all these terms.
No,
Spotlight is the search.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. No, there was just something special.
Those were just the widgets, right? That was the only place you
could
have widgets.
You're right. This was widgets on the left side of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We did have it pretty good. And in white plastic, it looks kind of nice. It feels nice. I don't think I've ever felt one before until today, about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I think so. Ooh, did Siri come up? Oh, Siri not available. Yeah, no Wi-Fi right now.
And it's not available on my phone either. So, oh, this fucking company. Well, I'm really glad that we have a podcast that isn't directly tied to the fruit company.
Yeah, and
because they are really pissing in my pants, and I wish I was, but it's them. Tim is just opening the He's like, you know how when you lose weight, people stretch their pants out and they're like, look at this gap.
Yeah.
Tim just pulls my pants out like that and pisses directly in them.
Just fills them up.
That's what he does.
Just like soupy piss legs.
I wish I didn't say what I
Well,
said.
you did it. So, okay, you don't have any notes this week.
Did you know HBO just, you know how they named it Max?
Yeah, they
It was
changed the
HBO
name.
Max, and they're like, no, just kidding, it's Max now. Today, right before we started recording, they said, just kidding again, now it's HBO Max again.
Yeah, you Googled that as we were sitting here about to hit record.
I saw it on Twitter or X or whatever.
You wanted some content, so good job. You provided content.
You're welcome. Do you want me to write in my notes?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I have some stuff in my notes that I got to be honest, I don't remember putting in there.
That was me last week.
Yeah, so this week I wrote astrology in here.
Okay. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe we were going to talk about each other's astrological signs.
I really hope not. I hope that's not what you meant.
You don't believe in astrology?
I'm a Leo, but do you think it's true?
What is the qualities of a Leo?
Leader, stubborn,
What are the qualities of a Leo, Siri?
little bitch.
Some qualities of a Leo include natural leadership, creativity, self-confidence, and dominance. They are
Dominance!
Can you roar like a lion?
I go,
No, you gotta like...
that's the best I got.
You sound like Batman. You sound like Christian Bale. Oh, good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I think I'm an Aries.
What is it? Well, look up the features of an Aries.
What are the features of an Aries?
Here's an answer from accessnewage.com.
Oh, she's not even reading yours.
Confidence, determination, and assertiveness, strong opinions, competitive nature, aggressiveness.
That's true. All of that's true.
not aggressive.
All of that's true, but
What did that say about heart? Said something about a heart-shaped ass? Hang on.
what?
I don't know. It went away. Okay.
All of that is true, but that's also just the same stuff as Leo with different words.
It really is.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta be
I
real.
fucking can't stand people like that.
I gotta be honest. I don't remember putting astrology in here.
Was it about? Do you think you were trying to talk about space? Do
No.
you have anything about space you'd like to talk about?
Oh! I actually have something. You have been. We have an angry comment from last week's episode.
We have an angry comment.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
Is it about me talking about space?
Kind of, but
Oh, is it about James Webb?
yeah, you got the wrong fucking telescope, man.
What did I say? The Hubble?
Yeah, so
Probably.
you called it the James Hubble telescope. to be a self-proclaimed space
James
sphere
Hubble.
expert, space sphere expert.
The James Hubble telescope. Listen, man, you don't have a fucking podcast.
He
Who
might.
is that?
I don't. I just closed it.
If I remember, it's someone that's like always here.
Oh,
So
probably.
I can't be too mean.
You can be as mean as you want. I think people like it sometimes.
Is that why you comment so that I can be mean
We
back to you?
literally have a board to shame people or to
We
praise
do.
people.
What's his fucking name? This is the bad one, right? Okay.
that? Yeah,
Wait, I forgot my name's on it.
yeah. Okay, it was. Let's see. Blake. Yeah, Blake.
Blake?
Yeah, he's made 13 comments on our channel. Thanks, Blake. I'm sorry you're about to be put on the bad side, but that's
Blake.
how it goes, you know. I'm also on the bad side twice, so you're in good company. Blake Hubble. Okay, the Blake Hubble telescope.
Yeah.
Is that the new differentiator?
All right, Blake, you just made the list.
So I also,
You're next to me.
since we're moving down my
Well, I have
notes.
something to say about space.
Oh, is it like a real ass space topic?
What does that mean?
Is it something we're gonna dive into for a few minutes and then I'm gonna get bored, or is it like a quick comment? Just curious to like level my expectations.
Oh, it was a quick one, and not really about space technically.
Oh, well, go for it, homie.
I have to. Is it called?
You're not prepared.
Well, because I don't like research and then go, I want to talk about this. I just heard something like this morning that when I was half awake that I was like, that is freaky.
You should start writing this
Do you
down.
know? Can you look up is aronium an element?
Okay.
Aronium.
Eronium.
I with an I.
Ironium.
Aronium. Yes.
A pan came up.
No.
Eronium preseason cast iron.
Look up a aronium layer.
Iridium.
Is that it? Iridium.
No, I think that's from something else. Iridium layer on Earth. Iridium layer discovery.
Okay. Okay. Now this is like common sense, but the guy that discovered this is when we created the theory that an asteroid hit the Earth and killed the dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, iridium. You were Iridium. What the fuck?
It eroded the dinosaurs.
This is what gets you in trouble.
In 1980,
yes, correct.
it was discovered
Uh-huh.
that if you look at the layers of rock on the Earth, right, you're going through the years, there's like, I don't know, 66 million years ago. Am I right? Or close?
I don't know.
66 million years ago.
I'm trying to look it up.
There's a layer of rock that goes across the entire Earth.
The Cretaceous period.
Yeah, that separates, like, basically before that layer, before that little line in the Earth, there's like such variety of life. There's dinosaurs, there's birds, there's fish.
Okay.
Like dinosaurs and birds at the same time. Like things that we know now and old crusty dinosaurs.
Okay.
Just a crazy amount of life. And then all of a sudden, there's that line, and then above that, nothing.
That is pretty weird.
So the element is not... It's not in the Earth's crust, and it's not from the Earth. It comes from a cosmic event, an asteroid hitting the Earth. So what that tells us is that it hit, which we know in New Mexico, the big crater. The size of Mount Everest. It hit the Earth, but it hit it so fast and it's so large that it just vaporized.
Yeah, it just went.
And all of that lifted up in the atmosphere, and because the Earth is spinning, it literally coated the entire Earth. And then it all came down and created, and then as things aged, it created that layer.
Layers, of goodies.
So literally, that layer is all from that asteroid that came and hit the Earth.
Interesting.
And because it filled the atmosphere, it's obvious that like the sun was just gone.
Yeah.
Like it had filled the entire sky, and that's what the dinosaurs actually died from. They didn't die from the impact. They died from there being no sun, which killed all the plants, killed a bunch of life, all the things that they needed to eat, and it was cold.
Yeah. Well, from no sun. Yeah.
And there are fossils near there of fish that have it in their gills, which means they were breathing at the time. And that's terrible.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, that's the fact. Like, I knew that the asteroid hit. I knew it killed all the dinosaurs, and I knew that like they didn't die all at one time. It happened slowly. But the fact that like you can look at the Earth and you can see the variety of life, and then just nothing. Is horrifying. And sad.
Here comes the
because it could happen to us.
It could. Yeah. Well, it hasn't
yet. I'll have it in my gills.
Yeah, you will.
Anyway,
your gills will be full
I hope
of
everyone's
it.
sad.
Yeah.
iOS 19 seems really small comparatively.
It is.
Can we have a space podcast?
No.
Oh.
I don't. You need to do more research to have a space podcast. You can't
what
come
if we
in
call
here.
it James Hubble?
You can't come in here half cocked.
The James
you're not
Hubble
ready.
cast.
Okay. So
tell me
another one of my notes for the day. Some reminders have gone off for me, and throughout our friendship, I will put a reminder for a year or two down the road.
Oh no! What could these be? Some of them are for like 10 years from now.
We'll be hanging out, and I'll just be like, "Remind me in 5 years." So whatever, whatever it is.
Yeah.
2 of them went off recently.
Oh,
number 1. Check if Jern is still reckless and careless because the snack bar thing happened on this date.
The snack bar? What's the snack bar thing? Do you know?
Well, if I can reverse engineer...
The snack bar.
If I can reverse engineer my comment...
The snack bar thing happened.
It seems that you may have taken a snack bar, a granola bar, or something like that, maybe shattered it and threw it somewhere. Or that's usually what you do.
You don't remember?
No.
This was such a big event that you don't remember?
Oh, don't worry. There's another one that I also don't remember.
Okay, the snack bar. When you said snack bar, I imagine like a table full of a bunch of different snacks. A snack bar.
No, I'm thinking, and if I understand the way I wrote this, it's something to do with a food item. Like a singular food item.
That's worrisome.
That you may be like...
The fact that I can do something that is worthy of a reminder, but then when it reminds us we don't remember, is very telling for the rest of our friendship.
It really is.
It's just kind of happening always.
Yeah. I think it happened in Arkansas, if that helps.
The snack bar thing.
Clearly, it was destructive. That most of our hangouts, something is destructive.
Reckless with a snack bar.
Yeah, check if Jern is still reckless and careless, because the snack bar thing happened on this date.
I mean, the answer is yes, but I don't remember the snack bar.
Okay, well, I guess we have closure on you're still a problem.
Okay.
Number two reminder that went on, same day these went off.
Okay.
This one just says MungoBoboloso. Here, if you would like.
I know what that is.
You do?
I do.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it's a name. The first name is Mungo. Second name is Baboloso.
Yes, we played Call of Duty with that person. He was in the lobby, and we just thought the name was incredible.
You're right. We were playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, MungoBoboloso. It's an incredible name.
I think I probably
shout out to Mongo if you're watching or listening.
I think I probably spelled it correctly then.
Probably, yeah.
Because that was
in the lobby,
properly capitalized and everything.
Unless you just spoke it into existence, like you spoke to Siri.
No.
Well, Siri can't spell, so.
Also, it's literally the reminder just says MungoBoboloso.
Snack bar. When was this? It was 2 years ago. The snack bar.
I don't know.
It doesn't say what date you made it. That's.
I mean,
that's not helpful at all.
I may have been able to like check.
MungoBoboloso was a year ago, or no, 2 years ago for sure.
2 years, dude. That hurts my brain. That happened 2 years ago.
Snack bar.
We have a lot.
That's gonna bug me the rest of the day.
just so we are like to give the listeners something to look forward to. We have coming up December 23rd, 2027. AI will be a problem, and to tell Jern he was right. That's the reminder.
Okay.
Ooh, this will be fun. For this December coming up, December 1st of 2025, tonight, John found out pirates are real.
Okay. That's going to be a year anniversary to that? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Tonight?
So, I'll leave the other ones. The other ones are funnier to happen to us.
Okay, and not as funny to say them?
No, they're further away, too.
Speaking of AI, I just keep getting absolutely bombarded on TikTok by these, but I watch them, which is probably why I keep getting bombarded.
Usually, that's how that works.
It's like clips from Theo Von shows, recreated as babies. So it's a baby Theo and a baby like Bobby Lee or whatever, and it's substantially funny.
Yeah, I hate it.
And it reminds me so much that Theo is incredible,
He's
like
just
on the
funny.
fly and in podcasts, and terrible in a routine.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird.
I don't know how that
works.
happened.
Yeah.
Like, imagine paying and going to a Theo Von show.
And he's not funny.
Yeah, just
suck.
watch a podcast where he has to think on the fly. It's much funnier.
I think our sense of humor is just broken as well.
You think he is funny to most people?
Well, yeah, to most people, yeah. I think we're broken. Do you see what we laugh at whenever we go like through a bro time?
MungoBoboloso.
Yes, exactly. That made us laugh very hard. I too have been getting bombarded with AI clips, but it's been of wrestlers. It'll be okay. Imagine Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns having a face-off in the ring,
and then they
like,
start kissing.
Yes,
yeah,
literally, and it like real clip, blends into AI to start kissing.
Yeah,
I'm just like, all right.
I fell for one of those recently.
Was it a dance?
No, it was not the Paul Heyman Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I saw that too. I hate this. I hate this.
It was when Trump had Vladimir Zelensky.
Yeah. Wait, no, you said that wrong. But you said it so.
I mixed the leaders.
You said it so wrong that you overwrote. His name? Zelensky. Zelensky.
What's his first name? That's what I said.
Vladimir.
Oh. I didn't confuse Putin with him at the same time?
You did, but you just did it to yourself. I don't know.
Vladimir Putinsky?
Just continue. Okay. Such a problem.
When Trump had him at the White House, and there was like, him and Trump and J.D. Vance started getting them. There was a clip of them just breaking out into a fight where it started out again like real clip, and then all of a sudden they just start losing their fucking minds. And for like half a second, I went, "Whoa!"
No,
until the movement stopped.
I hate
sense.
I hate how funny those can be.
The AI baby podcast clips look so legit. And the facial reactions and it's nuts.
I hate it. Dude, we're so fucked.
Yeah, it's fun now.
We're
2027.
I've been seeing articles and like headlines from like real news organizations that are saying like ChatGPT has ruined the entire academic institution. Like shit like that.
What?
Because nobody is like, I'm sure there still are people who are trying to learn in school. But the amount of people who just go, I just asked AI.
Well, it was the same with us. We just asked Google.
No, but that required a level of participation. You had to like, you remember the term Google foo? You don't remember this? This was like, you had to kind of know how to efficiently Google things.
Oh, okay.
Like you could,
it's like Kung Fu, but Google Foo.
Yeah, that's literally. Okay. I'm sure somebody out there will know what I'm talking about. You could input certain strings to only show results from certain websites, or only show Google searches including this specific phrase. Like there's ways to efficiently Google and cut out the bullshit. Like there was a level of effort, but like there even now, like Bridget's cousin, we were having a conversation, and she said somebody at her new job, straight up, she asked them how to do something, and they asked ChatGPT in front of her how to do an aspect of their job.
Oh.
And it was just like, that's where we have come. That's where we are. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are going to attest to this, that everything in school is just fucking AI now.
Well, and teachers are on the lookout for AI stuff, and there's like software that most schools have to try to determine and detect AI.
Work.
But,
yeah,
and I didn't tell you this, but I happen to know that your teachers are using it too.
Yeah, well, obviously.
So, I don't use it for anything.
No, I use it to talk to random characters and
like Roman Reigns,
right, or Shaggy.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't like. I just recently found out that you don't even need a ChatGPT or an OpenAI account to use ChatGPT anymore. You can just use it.
That's crazy. I will say, Google Gemini and everything, and like the way it integrates into Android is fucking insane.
I do have Gemini on my phone, yeah,
and like,
but that was because I did that for them.
Oh yeah.
But it's still there, so.
But like the ability to pull up your camera and just be like, "What's that?" and it'll just be like, "Oh, that's this exact thing, and here's where it's from, and it's all about it." It's pretty fucking cool. Like there are very good uses for it.
What was it? Wasn't Google Lens doing that for years?
Yeah,
kinda?
I mean it was.
I remember.
Yeah,
I used to be completely blown aghast.
Away? What? Okay, you got blown aghast. By what?
When I had like my HTC Thunderbolt, there was a really popular app at the time that was a barcode scanner.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And
that.
just being able to like open up the app and scan, it's like here it is. It's less money at Target.
Yeah,
I doubt, but
right. You know, I know. What you're
just
saying.
being able to do that was like holy shit, we're in the future. So
that
now
is
just
cool.
pointing, you're going what that?
Yeah,
and pointing your phone, it's like this that.
This that.
Oh, we should make our own app called this that.
Yeah, what that? This that. Yeah, I'm sure that would do.
We're going to censor
great.
all of that so that no one takes the idea.
Thank you.
Thisdat.com. And we're going to quit the podcast. We're going to quit Front Page Tech. And that's going to be our job. Anyone want to invest in Disdat.com?
Dis or dat? Disdat.
I just poked myself with a permanent marker.
You did. Look at that.
On accident.
I have one more note on here that's not related to a fun activity.
Okay.
And it just says
hungry. That's
just
a fun activity.
Vitamin note.
Okay.
Okay. So that means that I was under the influence of some vitamins.
Yes.
And I decided to jot down an idea.
Mm-hmm.
However,
B12.
However, this is not worthy of talking about on the podcast.
But did Vitamin you think it was?
Yeah.
Like this is a note for the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, now you have to say it.
I know, but I'm so disappointed in previous me. This is not entertaining.
You have to say it now.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready, Daddy.
Writing cool stuff is just pick thing and do it in cool way. That was the entire note.
Writing stuff is just pick thing and do it in cool way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's technically true.
I feel like what I was trying to say...
But there's an art to it, at least. You got to use bigger, fancier words that aren't repetitive.
That's true. But
and descriptors.
I don't even really know what my deeper thought was.
How did you even get to? What were you thinking of right before that?
I've been watching a lot. I've been like, I finished watching Succession.
Yeah.
I love that
Very
show,
good.
and I immediately started watching it again.
I did that too.
Yeah. So I'm back in
When
it.
I started watching Succession, it was. Did I interrupt you? I did. Go ahead.
I don't even remember
You
what I was
look
saying.
disappointed.
No, I'm just used to it.
No,
Well, I don't even remember what I was saying.
I'm a piece of shit.
But you go ahead.
When I was watching Succession, I just started because people were like, "It's good." I didn't really know what it was about, and so my brain moves a little slower. So it took like a season for my brain to go, "Oh, this is what I'm watching."
Oh, really?
So by the time I was done, I was like, "Okay, what happened?"
Oh, you had to go back.
I had to rewatch it with the context of knowing what it is. Like when you watch Breaking Bad, you know what it is.
I got a hot take for you.
Is it that Breaking Bad is not good?
No, it's that, for one, Succession is an underrated television show.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
In like substantial ways. I don't see enough people talk. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that it's been over for a while.
Yeah, people were talking about it a lot at the time. Whereas, with Breaking Bad, no one was really talking about it until the last season.
Right, and people are still talking about Breaking Bad, and I feel like it deserves its accolades. And Better Call Saul is obviously great.
Better Call Saul is better.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the name.
However, I think Succession deserves a similar amount of respect,
100%.
especially for how well the characters are written and the depth.
And the acting is so good, and it's so even the way it's shot is believable.
Yeah, no, it's like and it's also, I maintain, one of the funniest shows I've ever seen.
It is very funny.
There are scenes that I can laugh continually. I will watch again and be like, oh, that's still funny.
Yeah. The theme song is like tippy top television theme songs.
I appreciate how well made it is, but I don't like how often they use it.
What?
Yep. It's used too much.
You don't like the
Oh, I like that.
like the subtle in the background.
I like that. But we're getting nitpicky now. All right. My notes are complete. Would you like to get into some
I have
activity?
a note.
You do?
No.
Okay. I didn't
No,
think so.
I don't. Note, I don't.
Note, I don't. I'm going to do something I probably should have done.
Do we gotta go to a sponsor?
I'm going to make sure we don't
Let's
have
go
one.
to a sponsor right now.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're going to be in a great mood all day because you're going to be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Now look, here's a potato.
Are you ready for some activities?
Yeah.
Do you want to do...
Need a drink.
Do you want to go get another warm Dr. Pepper?
I'm parched.
Go get another warm Dr. Pepper.
I could just save this little bit for an
Oh,
emergency.
you'll just be sad.
Okay, I'll go get it. Back to the sponsor.
Watch how OxyClean unleashes the power of oxygen, making tough stains disappear like magic.
Welcome back.
We're back. Oh, don't need this one. There was a big chance that was the full one.
There was also a shocking amount of Dr. Pepper left in there.
Well.
It is time for socks.
Wow. Love socks.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give a bit of a run-up to this because it's been a while.
Okay.
You remember. You go ahead. It's your foot. They're your feet.
They are my feet. Okay, so I have a thing. It started out when I was traveling. Mm-hmm. When I was traveling, anytime I had to go somewhere, it was customary to buy a new pack of socks. So that way, when I was out traveling, I had new comfy socks. But then that developed into I just need new socks. I don't want to wash them. You lose socks, and also they lose themselves when you wash them.
Never lost
They don't
socks.
feel the same.
They do.
No, they lose themselves.
I've never lost
They
socks.
have a personality, they lose it.
Okay.
It's not as soft, it's not as cushiony, it's just not as... A nice, crisp, new sock is... I need that.
Okay.
I have lost control of so many aspects of my life. This is the one thing. If I can't wake up and put on and have control over what kind of sock I'm wearing, and if it's new, what control do I have? Why even get up in the morning?
Okay. So
I don't wash socks. Once they're worn, and they get thrown away.
it's
No, I don't
exceptionally
donate
wasteful.
them. No, I don't care about donating them, and no, you can't talk me into it.
it's like $1 a pair of socks
Is it?
for the socks you buy.
But it's like, listen, man,
You
know,
don't care?
I literally don't buy anything new for me ever.
That's
Go
fair.
back and watch this show. You see the same 4 shirts
Yeah, that's true.
over and over. I don't buy anything new for myself. So what if I buy some new socks?
All the time. This transpired on the podcast. We had a big, long
It
discussion,
did.
multiple episodes of voicemails and back and forth, culminating in you saying you can tell the difference.
I can't tell the difference.
So what I have for the audience to look at, you can't touch these. 'Cause I'm worried that you'll be able
That's
to
the
tell
whole
difference.
point.
No, I'm gonna put. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. 2 pairs of socks.
Yes.
One of the pairs of socks.
Are they
is-
labeled somehow?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the pairs of socks is freshly out of a package of socks you buy.
Yes.
The other one was worn around the house by me and then washed once.
Okay. Worn how long? Like the day?
A few, like a few hours of a day.
Okay.
And enough time
To lose themselves.
Right, yeah. Enough time to where I would consider those socks were dirty, and I would put them into the dirty
Wash
clothes.
them. You wouldn't wear them again.
Correct.
Okay.
Let me make sure I differentiate them properly. I don't want to get
So
them
what?
mixed up.
I can't. Are you gonna put these socks on my feet?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh hell!
I was going to bring a pair of gloves to do so. I forgot
I
them.
shower. I showered like an hour before this show.
But something about your feet are really yucky to me. I think it's because they're flat.
oh my god!
I don't
They're
know.
not fucking flippers. We know of.
All right, so we're going to do the
Between
sock
my toes
thing.
are webbed. Is that gonna bother you?
Probably.
It's not webbed. It's
Okay.
not really a flipper.
All right, so I'm going to de-headphone and then go
oh my
over
god!
to
This
you.
is so fucking. Do we need a sock cam?
No, I don't think.
Do you
I think
want me
we're
to
good.
film you POV putting socks?
No, I think it's fine from
Okay,
just the
I'll take
static.
these ones
camera.
off.
So here's what's going to happen. Yeah,
Yes.
take your socks off. I'm going to apply a pair of socks to you,
Yeah.
and then you will do a little walk around
Yeah.
to get a feel for them.
Okay. My feet are naked.
Yeah. Afterwards, we will swap, do the same, and then
Okay.
you will pick.
I thought you meant you were gonna do the test, but you know.
Why would I do the
I don't
test?
know. You said swap, and that's what my brain did.
Okay.
You meant swap the pair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
This is so fucking weird. What is this show? Remember when we were talking about WWDC? Remember how fun that was?
Yeah.
That was great. That's what people watch podcasts for.
This is horrible.
Dude, my feet are so ticklish. It's a nightmare.
Dude, your feet are so fucking yucky.
Why?
You've been like attacked by your cat. You got a bunch of sores on them.
Dude, my feet are so ticklish. This is terrible. It's terrible.
Okay.
Oh my fuck. Ooh. Okay.
Fuck, I gotta go back in. All right. Are they applied correctly to you, you feel? What do you think? All right, he has commenced the walk. He's checking.
Okay, ready.
Ready for the next pair.
Yep.
Okay. All right, we're gonna call them A.
Okay.
All right.
I think I know already.
Okay. That's pair A.
Wait. This is not a trick where one sock is washed and one.
No.
Okay.
That's why I'm making sure to keep.
I've lifted my feet.
I haven't.
God, it's so ticklish.
I haven't.
Just
I
pull.
usually do this for my
Ah, it's so
son, for
ticklish.
my 3-year-old son.
Okay.
All right, ready for pair?
I am 3-0.
Pair B. It's 3-1. Oh, I hate this. I can wash my hands afterwards.
My feet are clean, brother. These are new.
You're calling it now? Would you like to give a shuffle? That was quite confident. I put the socks on him, pair B, and he went, "These are new." Uh-oh. What do you think?
Wait a minute.
The twirl, that's good.
Oh no.
He said, "Oh no," if you can't hear, because he's walking around the studio. This has been months coming. This is big.
They're used and washed.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. Final answer. What's your final answer? I mean, arguably, it's a 50-50, if we're being totally honest here. You could guess right. That could happen.
I'm moving my toes. Can I put one on one? Can you put one on?
You can do it.
This is it. One of these?
Yeah, they're
these my current ones.
Oh, I don't remember.
This is okay.
Yeah, you feel free at this point.
Okay.
Because I got to be honest, I expected you to be able to tell immediately. The fact that you can is already kind of telling.
The pair A is new.
Final answer?
My final answer.
You're correct.
Okay. Yep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you later. Get fucking fucked, everyone.
I mean, it was a 50-50 shot.
I know, but I as soon as I put on pair A, I was like, I knew.
Yeah?
But the issue was when you put on the pair B, they felt tighter on my ankle.
Okay, that's fair. The elastic may have shrunk in the dryer.
At first I was like, oh, this is like the structural integrity is here.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, they're new. But then when I walked around and did my twirl, the bottom is not as soft and cushiony. That's why I said, uh-oh.
That's funny. Okay, so I'll give it to you. Maybe this requires future testing. If you would like to submit your ideas.
Do it again next. Come with a pack. Do it again next week. There's only one way to show that it's not 50-50.
That's true. I have 10 more pairs of these socks.
Okay, let's do it 10 times.
We're gonna have to do like a best of 3 or something. Like have 3 pairs clean, fresh, 3 pairs washed, and like see if you get all 3. This requires further testing, I think.
I think so too.
Okay, wow. Well,
thank you. Now I have
closure
on the other new one.
It's only been...
Wait, which one is the new one?
Oh, can you tell? That'd be impressive, because
Are these labeled?
No, I just knew.
This is the new one.
I was trying so hard to keep them separated. Also, the ones that are washed definitely had like a little bit of cat hair on them from my life.
Oh, dude, it's so nice. Oh, man, it's like taking a bath in the middle of the day. Just a brand new pair of socks. I don't know how you could possibly be grossed out by the person who has the feet of a person who has new socks on all the time.
That was a train wreck. But I think it's because your feet look kind of fucking weird.
Oh. They're flat. I wouldn't be allowed in the military. I tried. I said, please let me in to fight the wars. And they said,
Well, you tried as a patriot. Okay.
That's what I am, a fucking patriot. When you think of John Prosser, that's the first thing you think of. What a patriot.
We have another activity.
What?
Yeah.
Is it food?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's food adjacent.
Can I eat it?
I'm going to direct...
candy?
No. I'm going to direct your attention to the television. We're going to do a rotation. Okay?
I'm rotating.
We are going to be doing...
we have a TV on this show. That's pretty cool.
We're going to be...
recyclebinpodcast.com. I don't need to remember the YouTube URL because we bought that URL.
Heck yeah.
If you're an audio listener, recyclebinpodcast.com will take you to the YouTube channel to watch the video version, see what I can see on the TV.
That's true. This activity is an idea I had.
Okay.
Where's the...
Let me move our sody. Sody pop.
Can I not take you upstairs?
Pop,
there we go.
Sody pop. Sody so.
Okay. This is a bracket.
You already know you can take it serious. Hey, they stole our fucking idea.
This is a bracket.
Hey.
I see it. The emojis. For the best soda. I figure this will be fun.
Okay. And we have to do voicemails?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This will be fast. Mm-hmm. We can do it in a showdown mode.
This is easy?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so it's evident for everybody. Okay.
Hang on. Are diet and 01s on here as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So full sugar Coke versus full sugar Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Yeah. I'm going with you.
Okay.
A&W root beer.
Barks
versus
100%.
Barks. Oh, I was going to go A&W.
Really? I mean, why? A&W is bad to me.
It has a bit more of a vanilla to it.
Mm-hmm.
Barks is a bit spicier. It's got a bit more of a...
Well, I didn't want a fucking root beer float in a can. I wanted root beer.
But when you think of root beer, it's A&W.
It's Barks for me.
Barks is the second option.
Does that even... Okay, they're not random?
No, I mean,
every
Barks,
time this is the default on the left?
What I'm saying, Barks is...
Are you recording your screen? You should do that too. We can cut back and forth.
I'm not doing it now.
You could do it starting right now.
That looks fine.
Yeah. You can start it. Just in case.
Got to open a quick time.
You don't even just command space quick.
What?
Quick. Ta-da!
Oh, shit. Fucking mistyped it.
Quickle.
God damn it.
Quick.
You see?
This is not quick. New screen recording. Record. And it begins.
Where is it?
John's
It's up
walkway.
here.
Jern's tongue. Jern walkway. Jern walkway ice. Jern walkway ice 3. Proster hosting. What an
New screen recording. This... Wait. I picked the wrong... It's on fucking here. You see what you've done?
You can just record the window.
Record entire screen.
Yeah,
Record.
but this one.
Display...
That.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it happening?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Hope so. Okay.
Anyway. All right.
Okay, I will concede.
A&W?
Yeah, but I disagree.
Mountain Dew Code Red
This is
versus
weird.
Fanta Orange. It's a bracket.
Oh, Mountain Dew. Okay, I see. Okay, let me rewire my brain. Code Red.
Code Red. Okay, because I personally prefer Sunkissed Orange soda. Is Sunkissed
I
on
agree.
here? It isn't. That's okay.
Why wouldn't they put Fanta against Sunkissed?
Well, because.
Because kissed by the sun.
Yeah.
Code Red.
I'm going to say Code Red.
Okay.
Baja Blast or Vanilla Coke?
Vanilla Coke.
We can't have two Mountain Dews in here. Yeah.
Well, there's regular Mountain Dew too.
I know.
It's not our fault. Mountain Dew has 18 flavors.
That's true. And they have very...
Baja Blast is not a good one.
You know what? I'm with
Like,
you,
if
actually.
you're at Taco Bell, sure.
It's a fun
But if you're
thing.
lined up with a bunch of other Mountain Dews, Pitch Black is there.
Yeah.
Have you heard the Mountain Dew conspiracy?
No.
Every time a new flavor of Mountain Dew is released, something catastrophic happens.
Like a world event?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have proof for this?
You keep going. I will look up the
Wait,
proof.
I'm not going to keep going.
Well, okay.
I'm not going to just do the bracket without you. So,
World
the
events.
theory is that a new Mountain Dew flavor gets released and a terrible world catastrophe occurs? Is that what we're...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we
I
have
need
any...
a list. It would be lovely to have a list.
It's hard when things are just now in TikTok form, isn't it?
Actually, yes. That is the current problem.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
maybe we can put this in our back pocket. So you come half-cocked with your information.
What do you mean? I didn't expect to talk about this on the thing.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Star Spangled Splash, this is going like for most current.
Okay.
Was released in 2024.
Okay.
2024 is how you usually say that.
Yes. What occurred?
That was right before the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Oh, okay. Now,
Hang on. Do you know who wrote the Star Spangled Banner?
Who?
Francis Scott Key.
Oh. Okay.
You see how this is
that's
weird?
Yeah, this is full conspiracy theorist mode now. I don't know what I expected.
There was a Maui something flavor
Okay.
right before the Maui wildfires.
All right.
What?
You know, I'm giving it to Vanilla Coke.
What
Baja
do-
Blast
what do you
can't-
mean?
Well, it can't win now. It's associated with some sort of Baja terror. Like, clearly somebody died when this came out.
There was a. Which one is the one right before September?
It's got to be Livewire, I would think. That's an old Mountain Dew flavor.
Expand article.
I would think, I think Mountain Dew Code Red and Livewire are some of the earliest flankers for the flavor of Mountain Dew. Do you have any other horrible events to tie? No? Did
Oh yeah,
did Saddam Hussein
Code
get
Red
killed?
launched May 2021 or no
2001?
2001, months before the 9/11 attacks.
Dude,
An event wildly referred to as the Code Red emergency.
but that's in May.
That's the same.
That's 4
hang
months
on.
away.
That's what I said though. I said the same year as a new
Oh, I
flavor,
know,
something
but-
always happens.
Yeah, but a year is a long time. No, okay, but still,
There's
Vanilla
only
Coke's
so
better.
many flavors, and they keep happening in the year right before something horrible happens.
It's too-
The Star Spangled Splash is very specific.
Here's the deal. I would be all for
Code
this.
Red.
I'd be all for this theory if it happened in September. If it came out in September, okay?
But it's the same year.
Nah, a year's a long time.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Vanilla Coke wins.
Do you know what happened when Vanilla Coke was released?
No.
Neither.
Was that
The
fucking?
fuck is that? Regular Pepsi?
O.J. Simpson. Yeah, it's regular Pepsi and A&W root beer.
I'm gonna choose regular Pepsi, but that's up to you. Because you like
Me too.
A&W. Really?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm with you. Pepsi.
You know what's a fucking tragedy?
Oh, what? What's
A&W
tragic?
restaurants. They can
Yeah.
go suck a whole fuck.
Apparently, they are much better and well respected in Canada, of all places. Like
That's because Canada's
no,
nicer.
no. Like well,
being
A&W
nice.
chains. There's even like a mascot family associated with it.
Okay.
Like the lore goes deep. It's
don't-
like they're like more close to like a McDonald's
I see.
in Canada.
I hope I'm not like revealing this to a lot of people, but I know some people have this revealed just now. Mm-hmm. That things like A&W, Taco Bell, KFC, those are all owned by PepsiCo.
Yeah.
Because they could not compete with Coca-Cola. Like Pepsi couldn't compete with Coca-Cola in restaurants, so they had to just start buying restaurants to put Pepsi in them.
Yeah.
So Taco Bell is just, you might think, wow, delicious 5-layer burrito, but it's actually just a vehicle for Pepsi.
Hey, and you know what?
And they do have really good fountain Pepsi.
They do. Pepsi is fucking solid. Okay, now Code Red or Vanilla Coke? I'm gonna say Code Red if I'm being honest.
I love cream soda though.
This
Like,
isn't cream soda.
It's close. Vanilla Coke is
cream
delicious.
soda on here? No, there's not a cream soda. Okay, so I'll allow you to use this as a cream soda.
You know what? I will concede because Code Red is more like, this is like a flanker.
If you
That's a flanker too, but like-
if right now there was a can of Mountain Dew Code Red and a Mountain Dew of Vanilla Coke in front of you,
I'm gonna drink the Vanilla Coke, but I
What are you
will
grabbing
acknowledge that
first?
Code Red's more iconic.
that's more exciting. I'd be like, oh shit,
You
Code Red?
You would reach for the Code Red if there's Vanilla Coke sitting right here.
yeah. I'd be
You know how delicious vanilla is?
yeah. I'd be excited to see a Code Red in the wild.
Me too, but I would be more excited if it was next to Vanilla Coke.
Nope, I'm giving it to Code Red.
Okay, that's fair.
Pepsi or Code Red?
Pepsi.
Yeah, Pepsi's a solid kind of
it's
regular
it's
choice.
slapping.
Even Pepsi
The
Zero.
diet ones are on
Diet
here too?
They are, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Pepsi wins first bracket. We have
Interesting.
shifted. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this is a
Dr. Pepper Cherry
This is easy.
versus 7-Up Cherry.
Easy.
7-Up Cherry
Cherry
is crazy good.
It is.
Like,
It's not that's Dr. Pepper also trying to be cherry. This is just straight up wonderful cherry.
yeah, so just for those of you who don't know, 7-Up Cherry is a cherry soda. It's not 7-Up with cherry. It is a cherry soda.
Kind of how 7-Up is lemon lime.
Right.
7-Up cherry is
It's
just
kind of fucking crazy.
It's
So
incredible.
if you haven't had it and you're a soda, give it a fucking shot.
and that if if you guys don't remember, that is the soda that fooled me.
Oh, yeah.
Because we always got 7-Up Zero Sugar Cherry.
Yeah.
And that's out of stock all the time in this area. And I accidentally had purchased a 12-pack of the real thing and didn't notice halfway
Yeah, full
through.
sugar. Yeah, it's also like that has been our favorite soda. Like that is the number one draft pick when I go to Walmart to get soda. 7-Up Zero Cherry.
It tastes delicious. There's zero caffeine. You can have it whenever.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
crazy.
crazy. All right,
Easy.
the lemon lime Sprite versus 7-Up. Sprite, not a contest.
Yeah, Sprite.
7-Up default is horrendous.
It's good, but it's not Sprite.
No, it's poison.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, hell.
Basic Dr. Pepper versus Mountain Dew. Oh shit.
This is the toughest one. Because they're different things. Dr. Pepper is like cola adjacent.
Okay.
It would make more sense if it was next to a Pepsi or something.
No, I like this because this is kind of both of these are kind of alternate sodas.
I would drink a Mountain Dew right now if it was next to me.
But
That's
you-
a good way
but-
to decide.
But that's all. You're also having a Dr. Pepper.
I know, but
You're 2 DPs deep.
I know, but that's because that's all I have.
No, I'm just saying that's more exciting to you. The Mountain Dew
No,
is more
okay,
exciting.
let me hang on.
We're fighting about
Hang
soda.
on, let
I
me.
love this.
Yeah, this is more exciting. Let me say something though. Let me say something. There is a stark separation
Okay.
between zero sugar Dr. Pepper and zero sugar Mountain Dew. Zero sugar Mountain Dew is not close.
I forgot you don't like it.
Yeah,
I like
if
zero
there's
Mountain
a
Dew.
regular sugar Dr. Pepper and a regular zero Mountain Dew, I'm drinking the Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
But the zero sugar versions, I would love to purchase Mountain Dew, but it does not taste like Mountain Dew. It tastes bad.
Yeah, I like it, but that's just me.
It tastes like Windex.
Man, I was gonna pick Dr. Pepper over Mountain Dew.
Why? We like Mountain Dew.
I do, but the high caffeine content locks it out for me.
Really? There's caffeine in Dr. Pepper?
There's a lot less. There's
Yeah, I think there's like double in
hang
Mountain
on.
Dew. Like 60 something?
How much caffeine is in a can of Mountain Dew?
68. 64.
Can you stop fucking talking so my Siri can listen? You're just reading numbers. Hang on. I'll just manually Mountain Dew caffeine content. Damn. In a 12-ounce can, there is 54 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, there's 41 in this Dr. Pepper.
So 10% more-ish. Yeah. Yeah, just the caffeine content bumps out Mountain Dew for me. Also, you know, I get this for some full sugar sodas, but an entire can or an entire bottle of Mountain Dew, I get sugared out pretty quick on it. I'm like, all right, this is now too much. It's kind of like there's like a layer of I want to go Dr. Pepper.
How many calories are in a Kickstart?
Not a lot.
Really?
Yeah. No, there's like less than 100, I think, in a can of Kickstart.
Well, see, I saw
Kickstart's
your sister
incredible.
today.
Yeah. Kickstart is kind of insane.
I saw your sister today where she works, and she was drinking a Kickstart. I was buying energy drinks.
Uh-huh.
And she looked at me like, oh, I don't drink those because of the calories.
Yeah.
Bro, the one I had in my hand was 10 calories.
Yeah, well, I mean...
She's drinking Kickstart that has like 16 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah. I mean, well, Kickstart is delicious, though. Mountain Dew Kickstart, like the default orange one.
You think so?
I love Kickstart, yeah.
It's 80 calories.
Yeah.
I was drinking an entire can that was double the size that has 10 calories.
She just didn't know you're just talking about
I
calories.
can help her.
It's
I can
okay.
teach her.
No, it's
I can
all
say,
right.
look at this can.
Taco Bell for breakfast. I don't know if they still do. It probably is like store specific. For breakfast, Taco Bell, you could order a Mountain Dew Kickstart as the drink. Oh, my favorite.
Really?
I love Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Oh, yeah, Mountain Dew's owned by Pepsi, huh?
You've kind of... So I think Dr. Pepper... No, Dr. Pepper's his own thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's its own.
All right, I got to be honest. You're pushing me back towards Mountain Dew.
And it's owned by a doctor.
The doctor. It's owned by a doctor, yeah.
Mountain Dew's more iconic.
Than Dr.
Everyone
Pepper?
watching right now is choosing Mountain Dew. All the nerds that are about to go play WoW, this is what they're picking.
Well, okay, you gave me A&W, so I'll give you Mountain Dew.
I appreciate that, because Dr. Pepper is more mature. It's more complex.
It is more
Mountain Dew
complex.
is everyone's favorite.
Yeah. Diet Coke versus Diet Pepsi.
This is not close.
Diet Coke, yeah, right?
Okay, Diet Coke, and
Yeah.
we've said this before on the show, but now it's very relevant because we're talking about sodas. Diet Coke, for my entire life, I did not like it, didn't even consider it. I always thought
You didn't.
that the whole point of a zero sugar or diet version is to be 0 calorie,
Yeah.
0 sugar,
As close
but
as
taste as
possible.
close as possible to the real thing.
Yeah.
And Coke Zero always tastes way closer to Coke than Diet Coke.
Yeah.
But now that I'm older and wiser, I'm more mature,
Diet
I'm more
Coke tastes
distinguished.
better.
Diet Coke, if you think of it as like a Bud Light compared to a Budweiser,
it is.
It is so much better. It's lighter. It's just enough flavor.
Yeah.
I drink Coke like it's insane, and the caffeine I basically don't even count it.
Well, you're a monster, yeah.
I know it's not real.
No, yeah.
Diet Coke's
Coke,
incredible.
yeah.
Diet Pepsi is not good.
All right. Oh, shit. 7-Up
Isn't
Cherry
that
versus
odd
Sprite.
that
What
we
is?
chose Pepsi in every other round, but Diet Pepsi loses?
I think that's an indicator of just how... It's either how good Diet Coke is or how bad Diet Pepsi kind of is.
This is tough. This is really tough.
This is not tough for me. Cherry 7-Up
I was going to say
immediately.
Cherry 7-Up, but Sprite's more iconic, obviously. But if there was an option right now, I would pick the Cherry 7-Up.
Yeah, for some reason, the standard lemon lime sodas, Sprite, 7-Up,
Yeah.
Sierra Mist,
If there's nothing
Starry,
else.
those are like baseline, basically garbage to me.
Oh.
I'd almost...
You don't like Sprite?
I like McDonald's Sprite,
Okay.
but that's a specific Sprite. These lemon lime sodas, they remind me too much of being sick for some reason.
Oh, really? Because
I
lemon
don't
Gatorade,
know.
maybe?
No, it's the sodas. I don't know. I associate them for some reason. But Cherry 7-Up for me.
Sprite is like one of my default options. I always get two
shit.
12 packs of soda. There's like the one that I want, which is usually Diet Coke, but there's caffeine in there. And then I have a nighttime, just want a soda, no caffeine in it. And it's usually Sprite or
Ugh.
Starry is better than Sprite, though.
Starry is better than Sprite, but both, I don't like either of them.
I guess we didn't need to talk that long about Mountain Dew because it just lost to Diet Coke.
Yeah, so the current matchup is Mountain Dew versus Diet Coke. For us, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
This is a contentious pick. We're probably going to get some comments on this.
I'm so glad I turned you on to Diet Coke.
I liked it before you.
What are you talking about?
I I was always a champion for Diet Coke.
Champion. You never had it. When I come to your house, there's never Diet Coke in there.
Nobody else. I have a wife.
What's that mean?
I buy what she wants or what the family
There's
wants.
not a single person that drinks Diet Coke with me. That whole 12-pack is just for me.
I know.
And I will have it in 48 hours.
I'm more of a team player than
I'm
you.
not. A Diet Coke, I can't play in the team unless I have a Diet Coke.
No, I've always, every time it's an option, I choose Diet Coke over everything else. Yeah, I've been a Diet Coke champion for years. It's just more undercover.
I had a very good large fountain Diet Coke the other day.
Now, I prefer canned Diet Coke to fountain Diet Coke.
It was from, I forget, Texas Roadhouse.
Ew.
It was delicious.
Oh, shit. Cherry 7-Up versus Diet Coke. Is this just going to sweep? Is that what's going to happen right now?
Diet Coke is my favorite soda, so it might... I mean, but
this
what
is
do you think?
No, I default clicked it. You're right. Diet Coke.
So would you rather have a full sugar Pepsi or a zero sugar, 0 calorie, guilt-free Diet Coke?
But the taste.
But the taste...
A can of sugar Pepsi is really good.
Yeah, but have you had one after only drinking like...
Yeah.
You get a film on your mouth.
Bridget's family,
Bridget's
family, they only buy sugar sodas, and they love Pepsi. So I have had one recently, and it's like, it feels like a treat.
It
like
is
a
treat.
can of Pepsi.
You know that some people don't think it's a treat, and that's what they drink every day?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Well, to be fair, we're just drinking the zero sugar chemical version of these things.
That's fine. Don't even get me started. For the people that are like, oh, aspartame. The cancer. Do you know how much aspartame? You have to have like 48 12-packs a day.
You're getting
for
close.
years.
You're close.
For the aspartame, there's... People think there's an equal amount of aspartame, it just replaced the sugar. That's not. For this much sugar in a sugar soda, there's like this much aspartame. Just a dash. And it's just... For the people that are like, cancer, I guarantee you will have cancer before me. You will die before me. Your heart will give out before mine because you drink that garbage all the time. Why drink your calories? Why? There's delicious food that you can spend it on. I had a donut the other day. That was awesome. That was better than 2 Pepsis.
Here's the deal. Water and water products, things that are water, are clearly the best for you. Just water. Sparkling water. But just... Sure. But like unflavored sparkling water or just water is clearly the most healthy. Soda is still not great, even if it's diet.
It's basically
Hang on. But it is definitely better. Diet soda, zero soda, is clearly better than full sugar soda.
Yes.
For the human body.
Yes.
That should not be a debate.
Okay, I'm glad you agree.
Yes. I'm just saying, we're not saying that diet or zero soda is like what humans should consume.
No, but it's such a great hack.
Yeah, it is a great hack for people addicted to soda
0
like
calories.
us. Anyway, Diet Coke fucking sweeps. I should have seen this coming. It is the number 1 greatest. This is the final bracket. Look at this stupid little
Pepsi
image.
got second place.
It did.
Out of all I would have never thought this of myself. Out of all of the sodas and all the wonderful flavors of sodas, the last 2 standing were Diet Coke and regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
The OGs. Well,
we made... Diet Coke's been around for a long time.
I know, but it's not as OG as Coke versus Pepsi,
Yeah, but real Coke does not
taste good.
It kind of tastes like
Pepsi
poison.
over it.
Yeah, regular Coke... you know what? I think here in the U.S., we have Coke that is made with corn syrup. And like Mexican Coke is full sugar, like sugarcane Coke. That does taste better.
It does.
So I will say,
does it taste better than a Pepsi?
That would be a fun competition. We'll have to do this in person.
Yeah, we need a Mexican Coke from Chipotle. Oh, Chipotle,
dude. You're just so hungry.
I could eat Chipotle every day of my life and would not get sick of it.
I hope people enjoyed this. I enjoy doing. We'll fight over anything.
Oh, yeah.
But
we didn't fight very much today. We had a definitive winner.
We definitely fought. I hope that saved.
Me too.
It just... it did. Great. Wow.
Woo! Okay, voicemails time. Shall we go to another sponsor?
We don't have a sponsor.
Here's today's other sponsor.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
We have 7 voicemails from
we're
y'all.
back from this very important sponsor.
We have a very interesting spread of voicemails today.
I have a suggestion.
Okay. For me?
Speaking of voicemails,
Okay.
no. I think, you know what would be better?
What?
Every podcast has sponsors except this one.
now.
And the hosts read the sponsor thing.
Yes.
But we have such an interesting dynamic. What if the sponsors had the CEO call in and leave a voicemail, and that's what we played instead?
That is a horrible idea.
I love that idea.
Well, we'll see if anybody ever bites. Maybe it'll
Okay.
be an ED pill.
Maybe.
Clearly, you glazed him last
Hello,
week.
this is John Chu from Blue Chew.
John Chu?
Yeah, it's his name. I don't know.
Okay, you said
made
it
that
with
up.
such conviction.
I know.
All right, so let's go with the most topical of the voicemails.
Hey guys, it's Yash again from New York City.
This show gets substantially better and more fun the second we stop talking about tech things.
Oh, yeah.
It's really sad because the people that came for the tech stuff that have never heard this show before, they don't know it gets fun. They don't know it's about to be fun. And they're like, fuck. And they leave. And then it gets really fun.
Well, the only negativity I've seen recently has actually been about wrestling, which is funny. So maybe
really?
it's time we split those off.
Oh, okay. We need to, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Just saying. All right, back to Yosh. What you got?
Hey guys, it's Yash again from New York City. I do not have an Apple question this week, but I do have a very, very interesting question that everyone has been talking about. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. 100 humans versus 1 gorilla. Who's winning?
Thank you, Yosh.
That's what I want to know.
Yosh is on the good side of the screen.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yosh always delivers. Thanks,
They wrote
Yosh.
Yash?
That's how you spell his name.
Yash? What? Why is there an urn on the TV?
It says turn for earn turn. Anyway, okay, 100. Everybody's heard this. Is all over TikTok, all over. This is permeating. The
humans are going to win.
I was in a store the other day, and I heard 3 guys talking very seriously to themselves about it. They're like, the gorilla will get tired. They were just having like a serious discussion.
Even before they get tired, 100 men is a lot
Average
of men.
Yeah.
They will overpower that gorilla.
Yeah. I mean, this is...
You could have 50 of them, hold it down, while the other 50 just fucking pummel its face in.
I was going to say, isn't this a martial arts thing that a human can only really fight like 7 people at once? Or like, you know what I mean? It's like one target can only really fight off 7.
Yeah, there's only so much you could do even like with a vast amount of experience. But the argument with the gorilla is just that it's so powerful and so strong.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
But it's not stronger than 100 men.
Right, but how many people deep are we getting? Because first guy who steps to the gorilla is going to get obliterated.
That poor man.
But
we've been doing that forever. There's been one person at the front of a war line every war.
And there's no weapons. It's hand to hand.
Oh, he's fucking so toast.
Yeah.
But that's the first mistake. Why are you lining up single file and going one at a time?
Well, just assume that we're surrounding the gorilla.
He's going to get one of us first.
Right. There's going to be the first target.
Unless you could go really fast and just overstimulate him.
But it's a gorilla. Like, if you overstimulate, he's going to backhand you, and he's going to shatter your fucking cervix. Cervix.
Your cervix. 100 men.
Cervix.
What is this? Your cervix.
What is this?
That's your sternum.
Sternum.
He's so strong that he'll shatter the cervix of a man.
My wife is pregnant. So she's, hey, I'm having another baby. Probably everything's fine, so I'll tell you.
I'll play music.
Yeah. Usually
and that reminds me of today's sponsor.
Gorilla versus a guy.
Versus mini guy.
Yeah.
That's an easy... Why are people...
No, I feel like...
Isn't there an AI simulation somewhere of this? There's got to be...
I feel like that gorilla's probably getting through like 20 to 40 men, and then it's probably done.
Let me ask Gemini.
Why?
Because, I mean, computers, can run the data.
Is this part of the sponsorship?
Who would win? One gorilla versus 100
men. Make sure there's no weapons available. Barehanded.
No weapons can be used.
Let's see what AI thinks.
Okay, here we go. Just a sec. It's loading. I'm using the 2.0 Flash version if anyone's wondering. This is a classic hypothetical question. Without weapons, the sheer number of 100 men gives them significant advantage over a single gorilla.
Yeah.
Here's why men would likely win. Overwhelming numbers. This is what we said. Focus on weak points. The men, even unarmed, could attempt to target vulnerable areas of a gorilla, such as, don't do that.
But that's true, though. If one guy gets lucky and takes out an eye,
dude,
that gorilla is
hang on.
That's a good point.
There's a misconception that squeezing someone's eyes will somehow get you through to the brain.
Oh, I don't think
no, a lot of people think that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's not fucking true.
There's bones.
Yeah, you will not get through. And I just want to say, you are a poor soul if you think that squeezing and popping a gorilla's eyes is going to help you. Because then he's going to be so fucking angry and blind!
But you're afraid of blind people. Okay.
No, I'm not afraid of...
So listen, a blind gorilla is like a nightmare for you.
No, a blind gorilla, an angry blind gorilla... He doesn't give a fuck. But you think he can't? Oh no, my eyes. He's gonna be fucking pissed.
But then
he's gonna be like 10 times stronger.
He's gonna tire himself out faster.
But the adrenaline is especially if you popped his eyes midway through, he just gained a fucking life.
He'll have an enrage timer for like another few minutes. He'll be super pissed, but then he'll tire himself out. He'll be exhausted.
And the last one is endurance. A gorilla is powerful in short bursts. A prolonged struggle against 100 individuals would likely tire it out.
Yeah. No, I think 100 guys got it.
While the gorilla, here's the final conclusion, Yosh. While the gorilla would undoubtedly inflict serious injuries, the collective effort of 100 determined men would likely subdue it.
I think there's a morale issue, potentially, but I think at the end of the day... Even with like 40 casualties, the men are taking
40 casualties.
Yeah. And I don't mean 40 deaths, just 40 maims.
Isn't that what casualties is?
No.
Casualties is casually not here anymore.
Do you need to define it? Are you good? You just trust me on this one?
Okay.
All right. Here's a space question. I feel like we covered this, but Vinny might be operating with old information. I honestly, gotta be real. With the space stuff, all of it runs together eventually for me.
How?
Here we go.
Vern, Vinny from New Jersey again.
What's up, Vern?
Called in a few months ago around black holes. And I'm sorry for derailing the conversation again, but I just wanted to share that a new exoplanet has been found in the universe, K218b.
Okay.
We said that's what I talked about last week.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
Did you watch last week's episode? Are you even loyal?
Don't listen to him, Vinny. Thank you for your voicemail.
What does he say about it? Is he scared? Because
let's hear.
It's an exoplanet with inside of its habitable zone, orbiting a red dwarf star called K218.
He's prepared. See,
exoplanet is a little bit bigger than Earth.
Hey, just to be clear, this is
a little bit. It's like 8 times the size of Earth.
This is commentary for you, and it's feedback for you now. That's how you get prepared.
Okay.
To talk space stuff.
That's his only job, was to call in with that fucking thing.
Your only job is to talk here to them.
I wrote it under the influence. I put it in my fucking notes because I bring it up on the podcast, and then I had to remember it off the fucking dome.
Thank you, Vinny.
And that was, I said that one thing out of an hour and 50 minutes of a podcast.
But you're the space
only
guy.
thing I have to know here to be here is when WWDC is. And I don't know that. It's June something.
So you're unprepared.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Vinny's prepared. You hear how the presentation flows better?
Well, you should go listen to Vinny's podcast then.
I'm trying to. Let's listen to the rest of his
podcast. A little bit smaller than Neptune, but shows signs of water vapor in its atmosphere, meaning it most likely has a very thick atmosphere. It has clouds, and it probably can support life. So just wanted to share that little science fact and, send John off the rockers.
Oh, he's already
gone. Love what you guys do. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
When's the last time you saw me on a rocker?
I got to be honest. Hearing it from Vinny, I'm actually more interested.
Don't even.
Well, the way he'd mentioned that there's water vapor in the atmosphere and probably clouds and things like that, that's really interesting. What did you say? I think you just yelled a bunch. And you said, isn't that scary? Doesn't that terrify you? That's usually what happens. His level-headed, that felt like I was listening to, what's his name, Carl Sagan. Vinny, you should call in more with space facts. Is he the new space guy? Did we just transfer the...
Vinny, you want your own segment on the show?
Vinny's space facts.
The Earth is spinny with Vinny.
The Earth is spinny with Vinny. He did a great job.
Yeah, you did a fucking great job.
I think he's coming for you. All right, here. This will cheer you up. I know.
What are elements that start with the letter M? Mercury,
magnesium.
What's another one?
Metal. Oxygen. I don't know. Marbon.
That is why it's not mercury. It's something else in the atmosphere of K218b. That
I'm talking
is
about.
only. Listen, he's like, there's water vapor. Okay, inside the water vapor, in the atmosphere.
So competitive now for the science facts.
Is an element that's literally only tied to life. Well, at that level, like it would mean that life has been supported at least 124 years ago, because it's 124 light years away.
Mm-hmm. See, it just doesn't hit as hard when you don't have cold hard facts to back it up.
We have the closest proof to life outside of the Earth in the history of humanity, unless the dinosaurs knew something we fucking didn't.
Yeah, I don't think.
And I doubt it.
Yeah, I like how just as a meta.
What
comment,
is it?
As a meta comment, what I said would happen just happened. You just started yelling about how big of a discovery it was with no factual backup. Now you got to Google. What are you Googling? What dinosaurs know?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you want to hear this one. This is a really important one.
Methyl sulfide.
Yeah, I wasn't close to what you were even going to say.
That's a minute. I swear there was something else. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, here, this is for you. This is a Jern specific voicemail.
Mm-hmm. Hey, John, it's Sebastian. This is sort of a question for you as the audio god. Podcast sounds really, really good. I just had a question about audio tuning, I guess, and equalizing and all that fun stuff. Record outside primarily. I was wondering if you knew of a good way to get rid of wind noise. I do have a pop filter on the mic and all that other good stuff. Just wondering if there was a good way to kind of equalize out that wind noise. Thank you. Love the podcast, and hopefully I'm on here.
Thanks, Sebastian.
Okay, Sebastian.
That's a great
let's
question.
make this really quick.
This is fun. I feel this is good for you.
Your first thing, if you need to try to stop it at the source. So I don't know what microphone you're using. A pop filter, sure, but that's not. A pop filter is for not that.
It's for pops.
If you're using a shotgun mic, you want a blimp. You want to buy a blimp. You don't want to put like a dead cat on it or a pop filter. You won't put a blimp on that bitch. That's the whole reason for a blimp. If it's too late and you just got the audio and that's what you got, there are plugins that you can use. Clarity VX is a great plugin from Waves.
Look at this guy.
You could buy that. It's like $25 maybe. And that does a lot of things. It's AI based. It can do room noise, air conditioning hum, refrigerator hum, wind noise. But you should just do this on every audio recording that you have for dialogue, just in general. It's done on this show because otherwise any amount of wind that hits the microphone, including our breaths, would shake your car or any subwoofer that you're using.
Mm-hmm. You
want to use a high pass filter, which means only high frequencies are passing your filter.
See, that's a great answer.
So you want to put a high pass filter. If it's wind noise, I'm guessing it's around 80 hertz down. I would put everything that's intelligible from a human voice. Some people would put a high pass filter at 60 hertz, so they leave 70 and 80 because there's like some body in the voice there. I don't listen to those people. I always put a high pass filter on 80 hertz down.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a great answer.
And like not a soft, soothing, like slopey high pass filter. I mean, like not a 90-degree angle, but like a 120-degree angle high pass filter.
Yeah.
And because the wind noise, especially on a microphone, is a lot of just bass rumble. That cuts out bass rumble entirely. So
this is what I'm talking about. I feel like we should just collectively, as a cast and as listeners, we should definitely try to stay in our lanes. Because clearly you're the audio guy. Yeah. Vinny's the space guy. That's just how you look how well you did. You were so prepared for that. I just sprung it on you.
Oh, well, I just know too much.
See what
I'm not an astronaut.
Wow. I mean, you shouldn't. You'd just be screaming the whole time. So that's good. You'd be up there.
Oh God. What if it's flat? What if it is flat?
It could be.
And we're all just...
Hey, we can reopen the flat
It makes a lot of
discussion
sense.
whenever you'd like.
It makes a lot of sense because on every level, there's the same percentage of oxygen in the air. It's the density to just disperse differently. Mm-hmm. And the higher up you go, the colder it gets. What if the oxygen is freezing up there and that's the firmament?
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how satellites?
They're just not as high up as they're claimed to be.
All right.
No. It's the same argument is made by the sun and the moon. Luna, the moon is they put her up there, and she's way closer to us. Than they say she is.
Isn't that what Miss Rachel named the moon?
Luna, maybe. And it's just like, and they are just constantly circling the Earth, and the Earth is stationary. It's all about us, baby. Sun is way closer.
We need a real flat earther on here. You're only filling in the blanks. Yeah, somebody play the part. Here, another voicemail.
Hey, Jern and Bern. This is Ren from Miami. Guess now I'm Rern.
You are Rern.
Bern, have you tried to get Jern into anime? Start him on Death Note and then move into Full Metal Brotherhood.
Exact thing, I think.
I think he would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks,
I'm
Rern.
so hungry, Vern.
I know. Yeah. Do you remember me trying to get you into anime?
Into Death Note and Bleach?
I did not try to get you into Bleach. There's
It
no way.
might have been just Death Note.
I was going to say, there's no way I would
I watched it on accident when I was a kid because I liked Pokemon. I didn't know what anime was.
There's your answer, Rern. He is not receptive.
It's like, even I'm sure it's great and the stories are great, but I cannot see past the animation side. It's because of the lack of detail in the animation. This is the problem with, and I'm just going to, I hope I don't ruin your view of this.
No, go for it. Kill us.
When I am watching anime, they're separate.
Oh, the audio and the visuals.
I see some guy in a booth talking into a microphone.
Yeah, no, it's
because
fair.
it doesn't line up perfectly with the vocal, and a lot of it's dubbed over.
It's very
So I just
minimal.
see a guy, and I cannot connect the visuals with what I'm hearing.
That's totally fair.
I just see a guy in a booth going, ah, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, and a lot of Western animation is so detail oriented, and Disney stuff is very lip sync.
It's believable.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I get that. Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Here we go. Let's get some Apple stuff out the way.
Oh, hell.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Josh from Central Florida.
Josh,
I have a question for you about Vision Pro.
No.
As we know, Vision Pro was announced
at
WWDC back in 23, I believe. And my thought is, are we expecting to see some sort of announcement for new hardware at WWDC 25? Yeah, that's pretty much all I had. I feel like no one's talking about it, so I just wanted to see if that may be a possibility that we're going to see in June. So, all right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, no, there's a reason nobody's talking about it, and it's because Apple is even no.
Latest developments are they canceled the one that plugged into the Mac. That was going to be supported by the Mac, and it would be real powerful could plug into Mac. They canceled that. They are working on an Apple Vision that's 2026, 2027, so a little earlier than we thought. That's made of lighter materials.
Cheaper.
And, yeah.
They're going to let the dust settle a bit. I feel like Apple, at least Tim, I don't know, whoever's in charge truly has decided to let the dust settle.
I think it's Donald Trump.
Yeah, I think so too. Let everything cool off because people are still... I think Apple, even though they've been making a lot of missteps, they're pretty good at reading the room. And they can go, ooh, you guys are just not really biting right now.
Yeah.
And VR, even though Apple Vision is a mixed reality, whatever the fuck, spatial computer, whatever, VR's kind of not hot right now in general. Even the main players being Meta and fucking PlayStation VR, all that stuff, nobody cares right now.
I was at the zoo.
Yeah.
This past weekend. And when you get past all the animals and stuff, there was a room that was the ultimate underwater experience.
VR.
And you use the word ultimate in front of something, I'm going to be like, okay, bet. So I got in line for this. It's you sit in a little...
Okay.
Capsule.
All right.
I was trying to find the word.
Yeah.
You sit in a little capsule, and like it will move around and like it has full mobility, and you're wearing a VR headset and you're supposedly like under the water. And I was like, I need to try this. I had a wristband on for the zoo, and they didn't work. You got to pay for it. So I paid another $7, and I waited in line and was waiting for the other people to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And as they were done, I looked behind me. I was the first one in line.
Mm-hmm.
So when they opened the little ribbon, it was me.
Mm-hmm.
But behind me were a bunch of children. And I decided,
you just gave up?
I don't really want to do this.
Damn, you got embarrassed.
I mean, like...
You're 31.
They were HTC Vives on a little capsule, and I'm sorry, I don't think you can... No, I don't think it's the ultimate experience.
No, I would agree with you.
Vision Pro was the best VR experience you could possibly have, and it's still not good enough, so...
I'd rather get dunked in some water, personally.
That'd be cool if the capsule sprayed you.
That would be, it'd be a 4D experience. Next...
The zoos are so goofy.
There
was a whole line to look for a tiger. The tiger was sleeping. It wasn't even out. It was just grass.
He's a big cat.
But no one's got shifts.
The tiger?
Yeah. Why aren't there multiple tigers? People pay to be at the zoo to look at literally nothing, especially in the middle of the day. That fucking cat is sleeping.
I think there's an argument to be made that zoos are kind of not totally cool.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So maybe we should address that one first.
Yeah, they're not totally cool. There were penguins.
Yeah. In Ohio.
In Ohio. Yeah, it did not look very cold for them.
It's a hot day yesterday.
I saw penguins. I saw a red panda. I saw a gibbon.
A monkey.
Yeah, I'm glad you knew. But the challenge was, I thought you were going to go, what's a gibbon? And I was going to say monkey, because I just found out what the hell a gibbon was.
You're talking to me. I know
Why
a lot
not
of
just call it a monkey?
Because they're different.
No. Is it? Because when I said gibbon, you said a monkey.
I mean, I just know it as a monkey.
No.
Do you know what a macaque is?
A who?
There you go. It's another monkey.
That's the stuff you drink and it makes you throw up.
That's ipecac.
Oh.
It's okay. We're learning today. Tell you what, let's move on.
Okay. This show is a nightmare.
We have an interesting voicemail from, I don't know their name.
Thought you were going to say iDubbbz.
No.
Hello, Ian.
He's not down that bad. Yet. I wrote this person's name down as Meat King. I
hope this is about steak then.
It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. It's an Apple question.
I have frozen steaks.
There you go.
I have frozen ribeyes. I can put them in the air fryer and wait 15 minutes. Boom. Perfect steak somehow. Don't know.
This is an Apple question that transitions into something you'll be more interested in, okay?
This is Meat King from Australia.
You see how I said, hey, this is Meat King. That's what I heard. You
just said that like we would know who he is.
Well, here,
is he a Netflix documentary? Like
he didn't
Tiger
say
King?
Meat. He didn't actually say Meat King, but that's what it sounds like.
I thought he said, "Hey, it's Meat King."
So this is here you go. Ready? We'll play it back one more time.
This is Meat King from Australia.
Yeah.
I have two questions. Number one is, the iPhone 17 Air still has back glass?
Yes.
Or is it uniform aluminium? I fucking hate this glass because I broke my 14 Pro Max and back glass shattered from the waist height.
That happens.
But the front glass was fine. And the second question is...
This is the important one. So really lock in for the second question.
Yeah.
Is for John. You said in previous episode that you used the clone of Creed Aventus. There is a lot of Creed Aventus clones, but which one specifically you use? Thank you guys, and appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, Meat King.
Okay.
So first of all, iPhone 17 Air.
Yeah.
Glass on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wireless charging. I figured out a way to make it go through metal yet.
Creed Aventus. So I have I have Creed Aventus, but it's not good.
What?
Aventus,
explain that
when fragrance people, frag heads as we call ourselves.
It's a horrible name.
When we think of Creed Aventus, we think of a specific batch from 2011.
Okay, I forgot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Creed Aventus now, I think Creed got acquired by some fucking company, and it's been reformulated so many times, and it's still like, it's got the fruity spice to it, but old Aventus, original Aventus, had a smokiness, and that's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So in this rare instance, I wear the clone more than the actual smell, and I would recommend the clone. Like anyone who asks me what I'm wearing, I will always tell them not to get Aventus and get this instead, there's a few flankers for this. It's by our Moth, Club de Nuit Intense Man. There's an EDT, which is very close to Aventus, current Aventus. Mm-hmm. When you spray it at first, it smells like straight up lemon pledge for like 30 seconds, and it scares you. But then, the synthetic smell goes away, and it lasts way longer than Aventus. Don't know how, and it smells like current Aventus. Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum smells like 2011 Smoky Aventus. Buy that one. It's like $50 for 100 milliliters.
Where'd you get it?
And it smells incredible. Amazon.
You go to Amazon.
Armoff has like an official store on Amazon. Don't buy it from anything that doesn't say Armoff on it. Like, you know how there's just third-party sellers that are like, this is...
Yeah.
There are clones of that, too. There's clones of the clone. So, there's also Alhermain something. Square bottle. It's silver, chromey. That smells the closest of all clones to current fruity Aventus.
Well, there you go, Meat King.
You're welcome, Meat King.
Yeah. Interesting two-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. That's very good. I'm wearing Elysium today, though. A present from you.
Yeah.
It's the greatest smell ever made.
Like money and alcohol.
And gin, yeah. If you have not smelled Elysium, like if you are in the league of Aventus and you like Aventus is a complex smell compared to most like consumer designer fragrances. Mm-hmm. So if you like Aventus, Elysium makes Aventus smell like a designer smell. Like it is way more complex and dude.
Just so you know, because I like to throw you off with whatever cologne I'm wearing. Mm-hmm. We haven't talked about it, but I went for something very traditional and normal today.
Okay.
I'm wearing Sauvage EDP.
I dabbled with that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I haven't worn it in like months.
It would be like substantially better if it wasn't so common.
Yeah. It's a good bluey, peppery pow.
Yeah, it's a good response to Bleu de Chanel, and it's like a blue fragrance mixed with Aventus. It's got some peppery notes in there.
It's fun.
Pretty good. Very synthetic ambergris, though, but what can you do?
We have one more voicemail for the day. Yeah. This one is from Danny from Mexico.
Hello, Danny from Mexico.
It's a bit longer, but it felt like he needed to get this off his chest, so I just kind of wanted to let him go.
Is this a confession?
No, it's more like a crash out.
Oh.
So here we go. It just feels like he needed to talk about this, so I wanted to give him the air to do it.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Bern and Jern. Danny from Mexico again, Mr. Scratch and Sniff. I think that's what the fuck you guys called me before.
Yeah, he has told us some pretty gnarly stories about him.
Oh, this is him?
Yeah, this is Danny. So we owe it to him to give him a platform again.
Hang on, should we give context for this man first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because they aren't, whatever he's about to say, no one's ready for. I'm not ready for. I don't know. You can never know what he's going to say.
It's okay. It's a very normal
This is the same poop camper guy who...
Oh, no. Different guy.
I thought Scratch and Sniff was the pooper guy.
No, Danny just really...
What's Scratch and Sniff then?
He scratched his area and sniffs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny, to confuse you with the poop camper.
No, Danny's... No, it just... Yeah, but based on... He is a frequent caller.
Okay.
But, yeah, this is totally unrelated.
Wait, I was watching the last episode again of Severance, and you know that one part where Mark S is finishing up Cold Harbor? He's finishing that up, right? And then he says to Haley, hey, I don't want us to die.
Yeah,
I don't want to leave you. I want to be with you. And then the bitch says, but Mark, I am her. Meaning that maybe Mark S's feels that this Haley is the same as his wife and now he's blah, 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 right?
No, he just called, yeah, it's okay. He's really
struggling.
He's really upset
this
about
bitch
the finale.
Haley.
Yeah. He's really upset about the finale.
This bitch said, hey, I am her, meaning you got to do what you got to do to be with your wife, right?
Correct.
But then this bitch pops up out of nowhere at the finale at like the last minute, and she's like, Mark. And I'm like, oh, bitch. This bitch. And now, do you think that's Audi Haley? And the dad, turned down her chip, and she's like, hey, bitch. Our company's going to go down, and you're going to go down with it unless you do something about it. You might have already had this conversation, but
we have
let
not.
me know your thoughts.
Thank you, Danny.
This is Danny.
Danny.
signing out.
Danny.
Thanks,
you
Danny.
have thought entirely too much about this, and not at all.
No, dude. That's definitely not happening. I do actually, you know what, though? He had a point there that I agree with. When Mark and Helly are finishing up Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. Pearl Harbor. Oh, my God.
She does say, like, you know, I am my Audi, too. I am that bitch. Or how Danny would say it.
Yeah.
I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
And then Mark's like, good point. And yeah, it does kind of feel like she's giving him the sign off. Go be with your wife, right? Mm-hmm. Sorry, spoilers for season 2 Severance.
Well,
it's been a while.
Who's Haley?
Right.
You know.
And then she really does, at the end, when they're at the exit corridor, Gemma is outside, and Mark is
Gemma's
deciding.
outside making her model faces.
Right. And Mark is deciding to either leave or stay. Helly really does just fucking show up and's like, actually, yeah, you know, you could, it's fine.
Yeah.
So he has a point. I'm with Danny. I just wanted to give him the platform to crash out because I haven't thought about that, and he's right about that.
But he takes it way too far about that's not her Audi.
No, absolutely not. No, he's completely
the whole
wrong.
point of that is that the innies are taking their own autonomy.
Yes.
That's the whole point of how that ended.
Right. Yeah.
No one got fucking tricked.
No. But he clearly was
it's
feeling
so
strongly.
sad and dramatic all on its own.
It is. Yeah, there's no twist.
Yeah.
Just talking about Severance, the Severance subreddit is like so out of material to talk about. They are like picking apart such small details for the show because it's clearly between seasons, and they just don't know what else to do with themselves. It's
Maybe don't say anything until it comes back.
Yeah, that's kind of what you got to do.
That's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
I forgot about it until Danny called.
Right. No.
Is this your mom's Danny?
No. He's like 70 and very white.
Get us out of here.
Anyway, thanks for listening to Recycle Bin.
Pearl Harbor.
Nope. Thanks for listening to Recycle Bin episode 30. Hope
This
you
is
liked
episode
it.
30?
Yeah.
They can drink.
It's been for a while.
What happens when you turn 30 except your fucking life is over?
Every day you get up, you hurt a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I miss late night Taco Bells and walking outside.
You can still do that.
Nah, I'm in bed.
All right. Well, see,
what if I just started drawing on your MacBook?
I would really be upset.
But you would remember me always.
I unfortunately already do. You know, it's funny. You told me to get us out of here, and I was outroing, and then you interrupted, and we're back in it. You brought us back in.
Sorry, that was my Audi. Go ahead.
Thank you for listening to Recycle Bin episode 30. Hope you had a good time. Leave us a voicemail or comment or concern or anything you got, really.
404-919-5500.
It's on the screen right now.
Maybe.
Okay. Wow.
How does it end?
Now, why me hit and stop?
Oh, don't do it.